Hello everyone, my name is Fadia Zavala. This is going to be my cultural extravaganza video, and I decided to do the family portrait collage just because I love seeing older photos of my family and I, and it was fun to look for these photos and just ask my cousins for new photos and get to see my family and some family members that I haven't seen in a long time. So I found some older photos of my grandpa, but I didn't find one of my grandma. So this is my grandpa. His name was Armando, which is a little funny because that's also my husband's name. He passed away 12 years ago. He was like 80 something. So this is going back a couple generations. This is my grandpa on both photos. And these were his siblings. So this is my grandpa Armando, Jose, Daniel, Fernando, and I think this is Javier. He had a big family. There were 12 siblings. I think 2 of them were girls and then the rest were men. So definitely big men family there. And then this was my grandma. She passed away a month ago. She was 100 years old. She was she was a couple weeks before turning 101. So she definitely lived a long, beautiful, happy life with her family and her loved ones. Thankfully, after living that long, it's not as sad, or at least it wasn't as sad, just because that they're ready to rest and just be with my grandpa, and it was a long, beautiful life. So yeah, that was Elsa and Armando. So this is the Dip family. This is my mom's side of the family. I found these old photos. This was in my baptism. My dad, my mom, my grandparents, my sisters, and then the young ones are my cousins, and my uncles are the older ones. This photo, same. All the cousins with my grandparents. And this younger cousin, he used to be like 2 maybe in this photo, and he is 20 now. So this was definitely a long time ago, even though it doesn't seem like it. Feels like it was yesterday. I remember that day perfectly. Here we were on vacation, my grandma's birthday, my baptism, and then this was Christmas. Christmas has always been a big part of my family tradition, and we always try to spend it together when we can. This is me, and then this is me, and yeah. And then my grandparents. We used to be really close to my grandparents. We would always spend holidays with them and visit them. Even though my family and I didn't live in the same city as them, we would visit 2 or 3 times a year when possible, and we loved that. So yeah, spending time with them was the best. I've always been closer to my mom's side of the family, and there's also, more cousins. I don't have any cousins on my dad's side of the family, so always cousins and uncles and grandparents, big family is always fun. This is my dad's side of the family, smaller, definitely. He only has 1 brother. This brother never got married and never had kids, so it was pretty much just my sisters and I in my grandparents' house. My grandpa, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my sisters, and then I don't know where my grandma was in this photo, but she was definitely this day here. This was Christmas. Like I said, Christmas has always been a big part of our family. You can see the Christmas tree behind us. And then this photo over here, this is my grandma on my dad's side of the family. Oh, her name is Marta, and his name is Marcial. I got to see my grandma last 2 years ago after not seeing her for 5 or 6 years, I think. So it was very nice seeing her again and seeing her healthy and just very good in general. And I'm very excited because I'm going to see her next month again. By the end of next month, I get to see her and visit her and have breakfast with her. So I'm excited for that, definitely. And then I found some photos of some holiday, no, not holidays, not that one. Just traditions and cultural and religious events. So this photo here is my baptism. As you can tell, I wasn't very excited. And then these three photos are my first communion. These are my sisters. I got to do my first communion with my middle sister, which I wasn't too happy about, but my mom said we had to do it together. And then my older sister over here, my cousins. So yeah, it was very fun because we got to do it in a big, like I don't know what it's called in English. I think a chapel, but I might be wrong. And then outside there was a big like playground and event place, and we just had lots of fun with our cousins and family and friends. And this was in Mexico City before my family and I moved to the US. I was probably like 8. I won't say 8, and my sister was 10, and then my older sister was 13. That's our age difference. And then here, as you can see, this is my mom's side of the family because there's lots of us. Christmas has always been a big part of our family. We always loved to spend Christmas together and just invite all our family. And thankfully, our family has gotten bigger, like this is my sister's boyfriend, my cousin's girlfriend, 2 new babies. There's actually 3 new babies, but Mason wasn't in the photo. I don't know where he was. My aunt's boyfriend, my other cousin. So just like people adding on to the family, I think is so fun. After not spending Christmas, because obviously now that some of us are married and have kids, it's a little more hard to, travel, and not everybody lives in the same city. Most of them do, but some of us live away. So being able to coordinate and just see everyone is always kind of hard, but thankfully this past December we were able to spend it. We got to see my grandma before she passed away, and just my whole family. We were very happy to be all together and spend Christmas together and just have dinner, and not all of them, because obviously my sisters and my parents had met my baby, but my cousins hadn't and my grandma hadn't. So it was nice to go with Leonardo for everyone to meet. And like I said, Christmas has always been big. One thing that we've always done is dress up either as Santa or Mrs. Claus, or just something that has to do with Christmas. I'd always wear a Santa hat and just like a little costume. We still kind of do. Some of us don't. Some of us do, but others don't. They think it's ridiculous, but we still dress up, especially now that there's kids. We love, just making it important and a big event for them and a fun party. So we've always dressed up in costumes. In this photo, I think we were all over with the costumes and we took them off. But yeah, some of the songs that we always sing during Christmas, they're in Spanish, but we always sing Campana sobre campana, Feliz Navidad, Mi burrito sabanero. Oh, I wanted to write sabanero there, but it wrote habanero. Y Noche de Paz. Those are just some of the songs that we sing. After probably like 10, we get the karaoke out and we just jam on anything that we find online. And then some of the food that we always make. This is called bacalao. I don't like bacalao, but my family loves it because my grandpa used to make it for everyone. I think it's like dried fish with just like capers and olives, and it just has a really strong taste for me. I don't like it, but everyone in my family does. And we just do like traditional Christmas food, turkey, ham, salad, mashed potatoes. So yeah, we just do a big event and a big tradition. And yeah, so these are a couple of the photos of the costumes and the food that we do. and the songs that we sing and just my family in general and the holidays that we celebrate. So yeah, that is it for my cultural extravaganza video. Thank you.